Okay, you gotta wear that to the vet. Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. What smells like burning?
I don't know. That's new.
Okay.
I don't think that's from here.
Smells like wood burning.
Yeah.
Smells definitely like a wood fire. What'd you do? What'd you do? It's not you, I was standing by you. I come back here like, smells like wood burning back here. Alright, so where are you at? It's 12:03 hours.
Putting it back together now.
Is done?
Yeah.
Okay, so what, I gotta know, because it's been in the back of my head for like 12 hours now. Mm-hmm. The alignment.
You were right.
I know I'm always right.
Yeah, I know.
But which right was I?
Just saying, I had to keep tweaking these a little bit because the tolerance was like really, really, really tight.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
And now, here's my theory.
Yeah.
You had to replace the timing belt.
Yes.
And they were out of alignment.
Yes.
I think they were out of alignment because the timing belt was stretched, because the timing belt was wore out, and they were turning away from each other a little bit.
Sounds about right.
You're supposed to have the answer! I have to know the answer! You're not telling me the answer! Fuck!
Did he tell you what happened last night?
What happened was? What'd you do?
Well, after we put the timing belt in, decided to run the engine for a moment, test it. It threw the belt. It threw the timing belt.
Off?
Off.
How the fuck is that?
Actually, the first time we lined it up, the woodruff key for the crankshaft pulley was at about an 11 o'clock position. And I've always ran the engine without the crank pulley, so like the harmonic balancer, and the timing belt always stays on.
Okay.
We didn't have that on, and it threw it off. And the face of the pulley to a point will keep the belt on.
Okay.
But it's not supposed to ride against it, because it'll lift the belt off. And so after reading everything over really carefully, it turns out that you're supposed to rotate the engine until it stops against the pin that you put in the block. And so the woodruff key has to be straight vertical at the 12 o'clock position.
Okay.
So the first time we put the belt on, it was like a tooth off.
Ah, okay.
And that's, I'm pretty sure, what flung the belt.
But everything's better now.
Yeah, we lucked out.
Yeah. No expensive noises.
Is this an interference engine?
Yes.
So you got really lucky.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Really, really lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we went through like a few tests last night to see if valves were bent, and the final test, like the compression test, all the cylinders tested at 185 until we got to number 4. It was 130.
Okay.
And then we spun that cylinder top dead center. I hooked up the air hose to the cylinder, and we couldn't hear it leaking out the intake or the exhaust. So I took off the air hose, we put some oil in the cylinder, and it bumped up to 180.
Okay.
After putting oil in.
Okay.
So he's got a piston ring sealing problem.
Okay.
On cylinder 4, but all the valves are okay.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. So today it drives home.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's progress.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, guys. It's 12:37 hours. It's time for viewer mail. Let's see what we got in the big box. I got stuff for Casey Higley. So it isn't actually viewer mail. This is probably tooling he's waiting on, but we'll open it up anyway, because we're fun like that. Here's kind of a cool thing. This is the viewer mail that you'll want to remember when you see the annual report, because if you look over there right now, Moose is taking pictures for the annual report. So tell them what's going on, Moose.
What is there to say past that?
Oh, we're going to have a prettier annual report than last year. What? What? What are you doing? I'm in the middle of a shoot. I'm doing like the whole thing here. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Bellatini. Alright, so...
the door.
Huh? And he left the door open!
Continuity's fucked.
God, the whole thing's screwed.
Can you come over here a little bit so I can see his camera?
This is, it's a drill. It's a very nice 1/4-inch drill. So that's something that Casey's working on.
Thank you.
See, this is when we discover, just because I needed packages to open, that Casey's actually running a massive drug cartel. And these are all secretly filled with like some new awesome drug that's destroying lives in America. All right, what do we got? We have Morse cutting tools. I wonder if they have Morse tapers. Does not all say what these are, so let's just open it up and look. They're drills. My God, the thrilling excitement. It's a drill. It's a number 7 drill.
Bet you know what that goes to.
A number 7 drill is used for drilling and tapping 1/4-20. And these are tinier drills. These are 3.0, which 3.0. I gotta think that's millimeters. Seems about a little small for 3 millimeters. And then this is, whatever it is, it's 2 of the same thing. Well, that's a cute little tap. That's a 632 tap. Look at that. That's neat. It's down at the bottom. I'm guessing that's for tapping a blind hole. Now watch, Brad Wilmot's about to comment about how that's an offensive term. And these are taps for 632. These are bigger taps though. These are regular taps. I'm sure that other tap has a funny name, but I don't know it. So, that's all stuff for Mr. Higley. I'm just going to leave his paperwork with him. Then we got a big box labeled fragile. Also for Casey. I got no mail today yet. This is all Casey stuff. This is big, heavy, and fragile. Well, that's a tool holder wrench for a collet wrench for ER32 collets. By the way, in America, when you say the word spanner, because we get a lot of Brits over here and it freaks me out. When you say spanner in America, that is a spanner wrench. And we've got lots of little bits, all kinds of little bits. I'm not opening them all because it's not my stuff. This, I'm guessing tool holders, collets, or stuff. Oh no, let's take a look. Ooh, that's pretty. That's an ER32 collet. I have no idea what the hell this does. My guess is this goes in the butt and does... Well, my first guess was this goes in the ass end of it and you adjust this down to push the collet out, but I don't know. Usually the collets on ER32s just snap in. There's another collet holder with the butt plug. I gotta find out what the butt plug does. I'm curious about that. And then this one's bigger. Ooh, that's sexy. That is an ER32 collet holder, but it's 4 inches long, and I wonder, that's not tapered. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe this holds in a boring bar or something.
That's the plan, I believe.
Yeah? Alright. We'll ask Casey all about this. We'll get the full story so that you guys can know what the hell's going on. He's got a really cool project. Huh?
Can you put them back in, but slower?
You want me to put it in slower? Alright. This is my first time doing this. I get a little excited. Sometimes you just want to put it all in at once. You don't really know. Alright, here. I'm going to spread it out gently because we're on camera. So I'm going to give you a good spread there, and I'm going to put this in slow. This is my job. Hey, monkey boy, here's the box. Do that exactly again, but slower. That perfectly fits.
Dance, monkey, dance.
I'm going to put all these things in there so that all of Casey's stuff is together and it's well taken care of. Because we like Casey. He's cool. I think he's supposed to be here today.
He's on his way. He'll be here like any minute.
Well, that's awesome. All right, Casey, there's your stuff. It's all waiting for you. It's ready to go. And Omni's been a good girl. Now, I know she's got chemo today. Can she have a cookie before chemo? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this dog tomorrow has birthday. Oh, it's a broken cookie. You're a broken dog. This dog has chemo today, and tomorrow is her 9th birthday. Omni dog turns 9 years old tomorrow, and tomorrow is when you'll see this vlog. So you all have to comment. You are morally obligated to comment and wish that dog a happy birthday. And any birthday present sent into the dog will, of course, be given to her when you get to it. Do not, please do not send the puppy cookies. You can send her any other reasonable kind of things you want. Daddy gets final approval on whether she gets it or not. But don't send her cookies because, while the dog loves cookies, the dog has a giant-ass box of cookies that is only half empty, okay? And if you guys all send in cookies, they'll go stale. And then the dog, because if I just say, hey, send in cookies, dog, no, because we'll get like 20 boxes of these. And then they're stale, and that's poo, and the dog doesn't want stale cookies. I assure you, I can afford cookies for the dog. Despite everything she tells you, she's not starving to death.
There are some Omni-related items on our Amazon wish
There are Omni things on the wish list. There you go. There's got to be yours. I can't give it yours. All right. You guys have fun. We'll be back after this, in which case you get to see Elizabeth and her awesome animated smile. Hey there. See this girl? She's kind of a crab ass. She doesn't smile much. You know what would make her smile? Being able to buy stuff that keeps us up and running and doing awesome things. So, how can you make her smile for real? Sign up to Amazon Smile. Go to smile.amazon.com and select the Geek Group as your chosen charitable organization using your normal Amazon account credentials. After that, you just buy whatever you would have anyway. For each purchase, Amazon will kick us a percentage of the cost at no extra charge to you. This only applies to US purchases. But remember, you have to buy it through smile.amazon.com, not the regular Amazon site. So bookmark Amazon Smile in your browser and make it easy to return and do your normal shopping. It's a super easy way to try and get this girl to smile, if you dare to anyway. What you doing, Doogie?
Plugging in the strobe lights.
I'm finishing out the last 2 strobes on Clio.
Alright, let's try that and see
Alright,
if
here,
that
take
makes
the
a difference.
camera back up. You ready?
Yeah.
Flip! Okay, this is Pursuit. Should be 3 and 3, even match.
I got 3 and 1.
Which one's giving you the 1?
Same side, driver's side.
What the hell? We got another loose connection somewhere?
I'll check at the controller.
Alright, system's off. We gotta wait like 10 seconds. There you go. Here. Well, that's not a loose connection.
Make sure we don't have any splits in the wires. I don't hear it arcing out though.
Yeah, I didn't hear or see anything.
Try it and let's see if the one I unplugged is the one that's causing us.
Clear. Going out.
Okay. Okay, it is that one.
Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, plug it in, fuck it. Let's screw everything back together. It works most of the time, and that's good enough for this particular card. This isn't like Show Pony.
Okay. So say I could switch it and see if the controller is what's messing it up.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, show them the lights on there.
Oh, I gotta turn that. There we go. Pursuit mode. Here. Compare the tops to the bottom, see if they line up right.
And I'm not getting anything out of that side. It's the opposite of the on the bottom versus what it is on the top.
Alright, that's how it's supposed to be.
Which is
You know
cool.
what the problem is?
Ha!
We can't check if it's a cracked bulb because the act of removing the bulb to check if it's a cracked bulb can crack the damn bulb.
Put it in high power mode.
That was high power mode. That was high power pursuit, which is fucking seizure mode. Yeah. It does other things, other modes in that, but we haven't gotten into the programming yet. So I've just got the 3 modes set up with whatever they were stock. It really isn't all that big.
Do you have like a high power not pursuit?
No. Well, they're all high power, but not pursuit. You just change. Well, here, look. All right, pursuit is 3 and 3, all 6 lights.
Yeah.
Okay, there's pursuit. If I go to level 2,
Okay.
it's the exact same thing. Oh no.
Now it's flashing.
Now it's working.
Now it's working. It's flashing. Except when it does the 3 and 3, it works.
All right. Well, we got to figure out how to change the modes in the thing to do the not 3 and 3.
Okay.
And I think that's just the mode select button there. We got to get into programming.
The bulb appears to be good though.
All right. Well, the bulb's good. We got to get into programming. There's
a couple buttons on
there's
there.
the buttons over here, and we got to set what does what in what mode, and I don't know how the hell to do that, but we'll figure it out.
You want me to consult Manuel?
Yes, consult Manuel. All right. Cool.
Cool.
That's that done for now.
Manuel knows everything.
Let's button up the car. I got to take this to Jabroni. This is gonna be in a Dinosaur video. And let's wrap up the project and supply.
Okay.
Okay, this is just fuck around with it for 10 minutes and we'll come back to it later.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, Kentrosaurus! Wow, that is a floppy Kentrosaurus.
That isn't a really, really bad Stegosaurus?
No.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
I thought you might like that for your video.
Nah. It is really entertaining to handle. At least I think it's a Kentrosaurus. Kind of heavy set. Oh God. Ah, I can give it lesions.
That's not a lesion, that's a hernia.
What's a lesion then?
What's a lesion?
Yeah.
What happens if you leave a hernia way too long?
Ah.
Yeah. Lesions are like sores. Hernia is like inside things bulging out.
Ah, so if it breaks, it's a lesion. I can totally do a Kentrosaurus episode.
There you go.
I had a toy that was this consistency.
Yeah, but you can't talk about that on the blog.
I'm trying to remember what the hell toy it was. I think it was an animal.
You just got that?
Shut up.
Wow. Wow. And that's like, there's a stopwatch ticking right now. Down here, you can see the clock and you can time exactly how long it took him to get that joke. That's like a comedy grenade there.
Nah. Is this from anyone in particular?
No, I got it at Walgreens when I was getting stocking stuffers. I just saw that and was like, oh my god, Jabroni needs that dinosaur.
Oh, well, thank you. Damn it. I'm going to stop playing with this and start playing with this.
Aaron continues on upgrading cable tray from little hooks to big hooks because we have to run 6 more cables through this area.
Apparently 7.
No, it's 6. What you working on, Moose? You're cleaning? Okay. You two are getting ready to work on supply? Cool.
Yep.
That's simply not going to work.
Look, it's a good belt. It's still got plenty of life in it.
You could poke some holes in it and put a buckle on the end. Then you'd be hardcore. What are you doing?
I have to hold the pulley still.
Oh, so you're going to wrap the belt around it to protect it? Okay, okay.
85 foot-pounds. On the Corrado, it's like 120 foot-pounds and then a half turn.
And then a half turn?
And then a half turn.
I remember hearing some people who have like Wankel engines, and they said
Help him, or this ends bad.
You gotta
Help him.
All ends and tools.
Thank you.
You know, you could just cut the fucking belt
Yeah,
off.
I know. I did that earlier. I just can't
Alternatively, you could run the belt out down here. Where the belt comes out, you could run that out down here where it doesn't bite,
That
and it'd be
makes sense,
fine.
too.
Hang on to that.
Shit like that's why I make the big money. Consulting, that's where the money is.
The fun thing is I had a piece
Consulting.
I already cut.
Consulting. I just stand back and tell you what you fucked up. That's my job.
I thought that was management.
No, consulting is same as management, but it pays better and you have less responsibility.
It's a tough belt.
Yeah. I just scored a couple times with that, and then used the wire cutters. Bolt cutters would probably cut right through that.
You know what works really good for this? Like rosebud trimmers or tree branch trimmers.
Pruning shears?
Yeah, pruning shears. I take a pair of those to the junkyard with me whenever I need to take an engine out or something. It'll cut wiring harnesses like that big around. My mom hated me for it. Got the job done.
Yeah, but it tore the shit out of her pruning shears.
Well, she bought a new titanium set, and I got to keep the old ones.
Oh, okay.
That worked out. Yeah.
Ah, it's Kevlar.
Right? If I wore one of these as a belt, it'd never break.
No, it's see how it's yellow? See all that yellow in there? That's
Yeah.
Kevlar.
Cool.
dead giveaway.
No, it'd be funny if I just now realize that's the new belt. It's not.
You know it's not because it's not round.
And this is right there.
Didn't you have the new timing belt in the car?
Yeah, this is the serpentine.
Oh, okay. So like, what? Fuck, I thought we were past that stage.
No, I just felt like doing that one again.
Well, we want you to have fun.
Yeah.
We're here to entertain. We want you to have fun.
Fun.
Casey's here!
Hello.
It was today that I learned your name isn't actually Casey, it's KC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Initials and everything, like OJ was with less wife murder.
Wish you were as cool as OJ. What are you doing?
So I'm just looking at some things because why 0? Yeah, that's not center line.
Huh?
I said, yeah, that's not center line.
Not yet, but it will be.
Despite the fact that it says Y0.
You input that. There's a thing to it. I don't know all the answers.
Okay.
But I talked to Jeremy yesterday.
Okay.
And he's smarter than me.
That's true.
And he says you're a fucking idiot.
Okay.
So
Well, that's probably true
if
too.
Jeremy, it's like Rick. Okay, Rick says I'm a fucking idiot all the time. The downside is he's really much more often than not right when he says that. He's not always right, but he's right enough that like when it comes to things with CNC stuff, if Rick says you're wrong, you're wrong. Unless you can bring a Kidwellian argument to that, you have to accept you're wrong. You are welcome to bring a Kidwellian argument. I support that. Kidwell has an interesting system of argument.
Yes.
Kidwell, like, you'll just stand there and yell at him and be like, you're a fucking idiot! Ah! You do this for like 10 minutes until you just wear yourself out, and then you go away and you think you won, and then a week later, sitting on your desk will be a 3-ring binder this thick of 5,000 reasons why you're wrong. But he won't articulate it. He'll just be like, okay, fuck you. And you get the binder. If you've known Kidwell as long as I have, you have a shelf of the binders.
Oh.
He has a shelf in my office of just the binders of that. Oh yeah, that was. So, but no, I asked Jeremy about it. I think it's in the blog. So if you watch yesterday's blog, which is uploading right now, watch that.
Okay.
And Jeremy talks about it. But Jeremy's been setting these things up for 100 years.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I mean he knows stuff, and if he says he's an idiot, then I gotta think he's right. And it's just that there's something that we don't know.
Exactly.
And the amount of shit that Jeremy knows about these machines that we don't know, I could do 5,000 videos if I knew everything that Jeremy knows. Okay. And we spent all day yesterday. We had a full camera setup going, just to download everything in his brain in relation to probes. So and all he did was like, oh yeah, you do this, but he explains it so fast. You have to get him on video. And then we'll go through the video 20 times, and we'll get 20 videos out of it. So, yeah. What are you doing? What? What are you doing? What'd you do?
Instructions for the prober back in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure they are. They're the abbreviated
Here, you know what you do?
instructions.
You ask the internet. Because if you've ever read any comments to a YouTube video, you know that the internet knows everything. And they're right more often than I am. They are never, ever wrong. They are absolute geniuses. Ask any YouTube commenter. They know everything about everything ever done. So, cunts. So, guys, tell them what you're doing.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if we need to set a y-axis offset to get the tooltip on center line.
Okay. So, and you can see there's a 0Y offset here. Now, the probing system probes for X and Z. But the probing system does not appear to probe for Y, which is this way, which is kind of weird. Which would actually be Z in a milling machine because it's the cutting.
Well,
thing.
you kind of.
I know.
I
know. It's weird. Yeah, but yeah. So this senses this way and this way, but it senses when it moves to a side. Okay, and you just touch it ever so slightly, and it moves. Okay, but it doesn't sense up and down movement. So we need to know how to set the up and down center line. So that's the conundrum. And I probably have to wipe my fingerprints off that now because it's accurate to maybe 1,000th instead of a 10,000th.
So I bought this nifty tool right here.
What is that?
For setting center line on a slant bed.
Yeah?
Get us very close. If it needs to be done. If not, whatever.
Alright, I don't know. I'm interested. That's kind of sexy. I found out why they have that super annoying thing of you have to jog the machine before doing a tool change.
Okay.
Ask Jeremy to tell you the story of the dude who, while he was there setting up their new machine, okay, they had the previous machine, which was also brand new, like still had the plastic on it. Dude's got a boring bar in a part, and he's hand jogging it in, like like super gentle. Come here and take a look at this.
And a tool change with the boring
Now
bar
watch. Yeah, he had like a boring bar in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dude's hand jogging it and super gentle tweaking, right? I'm not actually doing it, but he's like super gentle tweaking it, and he reaches over here, as you often want to do when you're hand jogging, and he pushes this button. But he misses this button, and he hits that button.
Oops.
That's when the machine made the expensive sound.
Yes, that's...
Jeremy was like 6 feet away, and just hear crunch, and oh. You're fucked. Okay, I'll just go back on this machine. Happened twice in that shop.
Yikes.
I don't know how that happened twice. Because you do that once, and you don't work there anymore. That's you're fired. Just if you want to quit your job, just boom, you don't work there anymore. So yeah, now you know. That's why they have that feature. There's an intelligent reason for it. It's a pain in the ass, but as big a pain in the ass it is, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, which is just death and destruction.
Yep. I've learned that there's a lot of things in the rule book for these machines that are very similar to the rule book in the high voltage lab, because when working with high voltage, the rule book for high voltage physics is written in blood. Every rule in the book, somebody bled, and now there's a rule. Somebody died, and now there's a rule. And this is very similar in the CNC world, where the rule book is written in blood.
But you can't make a tool
Blood
change
and
with
dollar
the door,
bills.
with the door open, because you can hit yourself in the face with a...
Yeah.
with a
This thing moves
turret.
terrifyingly fast. When
Oh,
it does
yeah.
a tool change, like, and it's doing its thing, it's like, whoa, whoa, boom, and you gotta, I mean, that's a big deal when you realize how much that thing weighs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's
enough momentum.
easily 500 pounds or probably more. It would not surprise me at all if the rotational assembly for that thing weighed 1,000 pounds. And it just snaps right around. Don't do anything till the probe's out. Okay, there you go. You're making me nervous. Whee! How do you just put the probe up? What's the button for probe up? There is no button for probe up. Oh, you gotta go do the whole thing? Oh yeah, you gotta close that. I love the sound it makes. That generic Star Trek door opening sound. What are you doing? Are you gonna do a tool change?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me show people. Do it far tool change. Like make it spin like half the spindle or something.
Alright.
We'll show people what this looks like.
It's on the other side there, 10. Nope, that's T100. So let's see if we can just to do this.
Put that in perspective. Imagine if it just flipped over the engine block of your car and did that. There's a lot of weight happening there. It excites Aaron.
We'll go ahead and change that back to 25% for now.
Yeah. You guys have fun. We'll be back. It does. It smells like crayons. Brand new bit. Love this tool. takes a lot out of you. You got a flashlight?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. See anything?
See a hole.
Alright. Drill oil. Alright, this wasn't badly at all.
I got a hole right here that goes all the way through. I got a hole right here that won't. I don't think I'm hitting a lintel or anything. Yeah, like... Try an experiment.
Alright.
What sucks worse than drilling a hole here?
Try and drill one without
Reach
pilot.
even further out.
Oh.
The further in that goes, the easier this is to hold on to.
Was there a layer of concrete in there or something?
No, I think there's a pipe or something on the other side of it. I don't know what, but over here, I think I'm going to make it. Because it's still moving, it's just, I got to really lean on this. And there's nothing to hold on to here, so it's all just muscle. Not getting anywhere. It's bothering me. Because I know there's a lintel. You can see the lintel. It's right here. There's an I-beam in here. Okay?
Alright.
And I gotta be above that I-beam.
Must be.
I gotta think about it. Stuck at the same spot. It feels like I hit a lintel. It's not moving. Like, it goes burp, 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 burp. And even when it's in the long, slow spot going through the brick, it's still moving really slow.
Right.
I'm not moving, I'm not gaining anything. I want a handhold right here. Flashlight.
Remember where the hell I put it.
Yeah. It's exactly the same. It's at exactly the same spot. I've just drilled a hole on either side of it. We drilled a hole through there before.
Did you go through the other side first?
No, I haven't come out the other side.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
originally.
the other hole goes
No, I
exactly.
mean, originally did you start on the other side and come out?
It matters. Through is through. It doesn't matter what it tastes like. I don't know. Let me do some head scratching. I'm going to look at the building blueprints and see if I'm missing something, but I think we can just drill a hole through that. Even if it is a lintel, I should be able to drill a 1-inch hole through it. It shouldn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I did the photo shoot for the annual report, which is terribly exciting. I'm all pretty now. And what's going on? Aaron's running cables. This will be the boxy control cables for interfacing the CNC machines. And I'll find you something interesting to see what's going on, but it's just there's a ton of people working on stuff. Everybody's coming back from lunch. Half the guys took a late lunch, so they're getting back at 4 instead of 3. There's exhaust.
Hello.
What you got?
A couple screws that fell in the oil.
For you're doing a lot of work on the oil pan and that.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind at this point is get a magnetic drain plug for your oil pan. It works just the same as a regular one, except it's got a little magnet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, get one. Awesome stuff. If you have, is this an automatic?
Yes.
Do you have a transmission drain plug as well?
No.
Okay.
That'll come in. That's next.
There you go. So yeah, they make it looks and works exactly the same. It'll replace the little plug right there, and it's just got a magnet on the tip. Awesome little investment.
Yeah.
Something you should have too. They're cheap. Everybody should have one of these. I don't know why people don't.
Gasket's not changing.
What do you mean the gasket's not cheap?
Hit it with the hammer, the oil pan would not move. So
You gotta take all the bolts off.
I did.
You took all the bolts off the oil pan.
Yeah.
And you hit the oil pan with a hammer?
Yeah.
You're a fucking muppet. Take all the bolts off the oil pan. God.
Doogie even hit it a few times.
No, that's not. No. This is the tool you want for that.
Yeah, that
Okay,
didn't work
it's-
either.
You can't get the oil pan off.
Nope.
That's a crock of shit. Do you have a new oil pan gasket?
Yeah.
You got some Permatex Blue?
What? No.
You're working on an engine without Permatex Blue. Man, just kids these days, they don't know. They
That's
don't
like
know.
the Loctite.
No, it's like caulk.
Oh, the RTV.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. It's a room temperature vulcanized silicone. Yeah, it's Permatex Blue. Get a tube of this. Belongs in every toolbox. Okay, should be in a bag that you drive like just your oh fuck bag at the side of the road. Permatex Blue will save your ass. But yeah, you'll be fine. You have a gasket?
Yeah.
Okay, take the bolts out.
All right.
I'm gonna get out of this and help you out.
The breather from the dust chute.
It's got a big hole on the side of the
whatever you call that.
Because you assholes keep chewing it up.
It wasn't me.
I'm blaming you.
It wasn't me.
Ooh, you got stars.
I do have stars.
Do you got garters?
Don't. Not yet. Maybe later.
You need stars and garters.
But we're blasting through some MDF right now. It's 250 inches a minute, 3-inch width of cut, which is almost the full width of cut. It's a 3-point, it's a pi diameter cutter bit.
I'd like to point out that it is exactly for this moment that I am happy I built that room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because not only is
This everybody
the
in
noise
here would be
hell.
hating
Oh
me.
yeah. We MDF
Lotus
is
would
the
be-
devil. Yeah, we've been there. Been there so many times, and now all that shit's in there.
Yep.
You're aware that you're gonna have to vacuum the entire room when you're done, right?
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
be pretty gross
Yeah,
when it's done.
Oh dear God.
But it's doing 1/10 of an inch deep cuts pretty fast, so
That's cool.
it'll be done. It'll chew this into a finished crib ready to plane a ski in probably 15 minutes total.
Okay. Why are you cutting sideways instead of?
I'm just roughing right now. So it's roughing down, and then it's gonna cut real nice at the end.
Oh, okay.
That bit is so big, it doesn't really like to plunge. So if you even doing a slow ramp is hard for it to do, because the blades are just on the outside of pipe.
Yeah, you've got a 3-inch bit on
Yeah.
DSR, and that's insane.
Yeah. So I'm cutting.
I don't think we've ever done it. Have you ever done this before?
I've done
on
it
this
once.
machine?
I did it once the other night at 1 a.m. with Doogie, and
Okay.
I told him to hold on, and it worked. So
It's not complaining, it's eating it.
no, I think I could go much faster, but I don't need to. It goes fast enough.
That's badass.
But yeah, sideways cut is for the.
Why is it doing this weird stepping shit? Like it's up and down and up and down.
Well, that's the shape of the ski that it's.
Oh, okay, you're roughing it for,
For the shape
for
of the
a
ski.
curve.
I think it's almost done. And then as soon as it's done, it is going to go and do a nice smooth contour. So these steps
With
will
this bit?
disappear. With the same bit.
I want to see that.
About 2 minutes. What depth's it at right now? I can't see.
You know what we need? We need a video out for the
Of
screen.
the screen,
Like a
that'd
real
be
video
really
out.
nice.
Oh my God.
If that upper left monitor just had that. Pretty tight.
That's a feature Haas needs to add.
But yeah, this bit doesn't seem to have any problems. This kind of cut.
I'm just waiting to see it do the longitudinal moves.
Yeah, it's almost there. It's going to keep doing less and less cuts in the middle, and then it'll race to the left corner and start. Yeah, I think it probably could be going 400 in this 250. It could be going 400 inches a minute pretty easy, but
For roughing, you don't care.
yeah, exactly. This is not a production part. You make one of these, so
Oh,
I'm not that worried about the code.
Yeah.
5 minutes versus 15 minutes. If you're only making one, who cares?
Ah, here we go. That's sexy. That's 400 IPM?
That's 250.
That's 250? Okay.
It's doing this in half cutter head width that cuts. so that I
50% engagement.
Avoid the scallop.
Yeah.
Still have a little bit of scallop to it, but that cutter head's so big that by the time I get it in my planer and throw a ski core in it, the scallop is totally negligible.
How do you run this shape through a planer when it's all up and down and up and down?
Well, that's the beauty is, and this is really hard to imagine until you see it. If you run so now I have that shape. Now I have this slightly upside down parabolic shape. And then if you ran a flat core through it, now what's going to come out of the planer, if you kept it stuck together, would still be flat, because the planer only makes things flat.
But that core is going to be basically the negative of that shape. So when the core pops out of there, it will be very thin at the ends and thick in the middle, where this is thin in the middle and thick at the ends.
Okay.
So it's a...
So what you're putting this as the bottom layer through a planer, and then something that's somewhat flexible.
Yep, one of these cores that we've been doing.
Okay, so
the shape.
Okay, this is pushing it up and down as it goes through the planer.
Yep.
Okay.
So what comes out of the planer is still flat. That's what's really hard to conceptualize. A lot of people tell me this is impossible, and then I'll show it to them, and then they'll say, you know,
it's still flat, but this side goes up and down because you're just cutting off the top.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it will be very delicate in the middle when I take it off there, and then what I do is I'll wood glue it right onto another hunk.
Why are you doing this shit out of MDH?
Well,
you could be doing this out of Renboard. You could do it out of Renboard and a tenth the mess, and just all kinds of better.
Renboard isn't necessarily any healthier than MDF, maybe mildly. I don't even know if that's true.
The dust isn't as bad though.
Yeah,
We've cut a lot of Renboard.
Have you looked at the MSDS? Are you sure about that?
I haven't looked at the MSDS, but I'm talking about the cleanup mess.
The cleanup?
Yeah.
That Renboard, the Renboard's just bonded, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want this in my lungs, I don't want that in my lungs.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to breathe either one.
Yeah.
But just
clean up simpler.
But we don't have to worry about breathing.
I can buy a sheet of this.
We're sucking air out of there.
I can buy a sheet of this for $20.
Yeah, that's the big difference. The
that's
Renboard,
$6 of material.
The Renboard, you're adding a zero to the price.
So it's cheap. If I scrap it, I don't care. If I break it on the way home, I don't care. I can come back and cut another one. I do care, but it's not.
What I think's cool? You're cleaning that mess up.
Yeah, and that's also nice is you guys don't need to worry.
I don't have to worry about that. You're a good guy. You
I don't leave your
no
room
problems.
looking like shit.
No, I got guys that do. You're not one of them.
When there was a guy who came through here with Renboard, and every time I came by,
I know.
just
Piles of it.
And
Piles of it.
Clean it up for him, but it was just like, come on, man, that's not.
See,
if it was just poplar,
you should be here training this. You can teach people how to do this. What are you gonna do with all this? Is this your scrap?
Yeah, it's scrap.
What is it?
UHMW.
But it feels rough.
It is rough. It's been abraded.
Oh, do you abrade it, or does it come that way?
It comes from Crown Plastics, abraded, flamed and abraded. So if you touch that, I'd be mad at you, but you can touch this.
I can touch this all I want?
Yeah, because it's trash.
Okay.
But that is ready to bond up to epoxy. It has high surface energy. It is ready.
High surface energy.
Ready to bond. So that's the goal. You want to make the epoxy stick it all together.
That's your album name of the day. High surface energy. Right there.
Yes.
I just wish you had bigger pieces of this shit.
I did.
Like fuck you. I mean like bigger scrap pieces, because this could be useful for something.
Yeah, I know. I wish the same thing. I wish this stuff was a little bit wider. But
that's cool.
That's done. I'm gonna go.
You should walk on that. He'd love it if you would.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But actually, I made sure to put one of the non-binding sides up, so I can collect
okay.
It'll give it
6 amp battery charge.
a whole 6 amps.
Oh, hey. All right, time is 21:12. Rush, and we've got all the paint about to happen here. Let's see if it'll work.
6,000 milliamps of battery charger.
You want to take the battery charger off of that first?
Ready, Doogie?
Yeah.
Got your camera?
Yeah, go for it.
Holy shit! It's making some weird noises.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Whoa, that smells bad. Something's rubbing. Belt? Lot of black belty type smoke.
Oh god. Oh god.
What is? Whoa, dude! I think you got a rings problem.
It's going to smoke a little bit.
It's didn't you say you put a bunch of oil in a cylinder?
Yes.
In one cylinder, yes.
Okay. There's a little bit of smoke. Remember when I said we need to do a fundraiser to get that evac fan for the exhaust?
And then you reappropriated the money to...
We had some crisis happen, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, we got to do that fundraiser. Because, Jesus.
Yeah.
There's a... Looks like a Billy Idol video in here. Alright. Crying a little love! So, let's push this outside and try that again. Or figure out... You know, I used to think it was just the royal family that was all inbred, but it turns out it was wrong. It's pretty much the entire island. Okay.
70 million people, man, living real close together.
Alright, I'm gonna go be productive and breathe. If I wanted to breathe that shit, I'd go back to smoking analogs! You're making chips! Alright.
All we've done so far is face off Z, and
That's it?
That's as far as we've gotten. And
you're hanging out there far enough.
yeah, a little bit. Want
Jesus.
to stay away from the spindle.
Okay, but
We put some.
that's only a 1-inch aluminum bar.
Right. We put some lock lines on for the coolant, so directed to
Oh,
the
hey,
tool
look
tip.
at that. Where'd you get lock lines?
Oh, found them.
We had them?
Yeah, had a couple.
Alright, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's sexy. Okay. So you faced it.
Yeah, that's about it.
What are you going to do now?
I'm putting together the program to make one of these.
Well, let's make them. I want to see it. I want it like every 5 seconds. I want
That's
one to
another
shoot
reason it's sticking out so far is make 5 at a time.
Do you have how stable is that long?
It's pretty stable.
Pretty stable.
Pretty stable.
We're wobbling at like 30,000. That's all. It's not.
Just experimenting right now.
It's good to stay away from the chuck. I understand that. And I'd rather have you guys be scared of it than be brave. Like, oh fuck, we're like 3,000. Rick will do that. Rick's like, oh, you're missing it by 3,000. Shit, man, that's fine. Spin that fucker up to $4,000. You know, his balls are huge.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why his hands are so huge, so he can cup his big balls.
I did, but yeah, it's pretty much. You have to carry him around.
Exactly.